Okay. Let me see, is my mic on? Audio. Okay. Okay. Hey, Stephanie. Wait a minute. Let me get my right screen. Hello, Miss Stephanie. How you doing? And anyone else that is here on the live with me tonight, let me know that you guys are here by just simply saying hey in the chat. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Kayla Davis. Mommy miss you. Hey, Blondie. Miss Tiffy T. I see y'all are in the house with me tonight. This must be a hot topic because we already have over, wow, them numbers are rolling, 35, 40 people. Hey, girl. Hey, Kim. Sherry, Wilma. Thank you guys for joining in with me tonight. Like I told you guys, we're going to be talking about how to simply package your backdrops. We want to kind of keep things a little simple. Wow. We rolling tonight. Y'all must wanted to hear about this one. Really good. Hey, Janiki, Latora. Those of you that is new. Hey, Patrice. That's new to the platform. I am Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy. I pretty much teach event professionals, creatives such as yourselves, how to attract higher paying clients through premium draping. Also through marketing with Common Core strategies, like the stuff you learn in elementary school, because it is just that easy. A lot of people try to simplify. Try to make things difficult, and that is not the case. I like keeping things easy peasy. I like finding easy solutions to people's problems, so we can kind of get on with our lives, right? How about it? Angela, Michelle, Tanya, all you ladies are in the house. It's a hottie. I see we already got over 50 people here. So, like I said, the whole purpose for this was kind of like, and honestly, as you see me kind of go through it and talk about it, a lot of you guys will find that this is probably the same stuff that you implement in your business with other elements, right? With maybe your balloons, your florals, your decor packages. I don't know why y'all think the backdrops can't be the same way, because trust me, it is. So hopefully by the time you guys leave this broadcast tonight, you will be able to instantly give a quote or at least an estimate. And once someone asks you, you know, we talked about this yesterday, how much you charge? How much that backdrop is? You can kind of give them an idea, an accurate idea, without having to go to the 1 panel, 2 panel, 3, won't have to do all that. Hey, Miss Rosie, I'm glad you could join me tonight. So I'm going to kind of just jump in. If you guys have any questions, plug them into the chat and I will answer them. Also, those that stay to the end, guess what? You guys have been asking me so many times, specific courses you guys kind of wanted access to. And as you can see, I eliminated that. I kind of threw everything into my membership programs because it's just simple. It's simple. Instead of keep launching all these different tutorials. But the one that a lot of you guys kept asking about, like, is in high demand. Your girl took it out the archives, and if you stay tonight, guess what? You will be offered a special promo, and I mean special. I kind of thought I was a little high when I did it, but I was like, nah, they've been asking about it. They deserve it. They've been holding me down, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna roll y'all out with the special offer at the end of this broadcast. Any questions? Anyone new? Anyone on here are new to the platform? If it is, I know I see a couple of Facebook users, meaning you didn't give StreamYard your information because they would have been able to tell me who you are. I like talking to people that I know, or at least knowing your name, right? Hey, Lashina, Sharita. So like I said, if you are new, drop in the chat. Let me know where you from and how you found me, right? Because I kind of all over the place. I'm curious as to know how I'm getting this influx of new people. Hey, Sabrina. Natonya. Okay, Natonya, where you from? And how did you find the Posh Academy? I'm curious. Carlene Perkins, you as well. I know a lot of them probably came from YouTube or kind of came from Facebook because they like the two places I kind of hang out a lot. Okay, so let's kind of jump in here. I'm going to be sharing my screens with you guys as well as I kind of show you some different things. So you'll kind of see me panning back and forth. Don't be alarmed. It's supposed to do that because I'm on different screens. Okay, so let me find first my notes. You know, now a baby girl got to keep some notes because I be running my mouth and I get off topic. And we don't want to do that today. We want to really stay on topic. So while you guys do that, and then I also created a graphic for you guys, right? The graphic, I'm not saying this is like bomb, but it gives you a real visual. If you guys are anything like me, sometimes people can talk to me all day and I'm like, I don't get it. I need to see. So if that's the case with any of you guys, I created a graphic that would be able to help you out. Wait a minute, I can't find my notes now. And there go Chloe sounding off. Okay, give me a second. October. Bam, here we go. Okay. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, with my girls Catelyn and them. You found me over in that group? I love when groups are supportive of one another. Oh, I want to tell a lot of you guys. I know you guys have been, I haven't been in the group today because we've been filming all day. Big ups to whoever gave me that idea with the AKA. We did that today. We shot it. Is now over in edit because I'm finished. You see, I got on my pink because we did the AKA backdrop and it came out fantabulous. And I asked, you know, I had to ask the Soror and she was like, it's hot. So it's not even like super complicated. It's simple, but them colors, man. So thank you guys because y'all told me about that. All right, so let's get into it. Let me bring you guys over here. Let me see. And I also want to thank you guys that was in the group and showed a lot of love to Mary. She is one of our special ones. You know, it's not too many of us in the industry that's really solid. She's one of them. So I really appreciate all the love that you guys kind of showed her in the group. I believe I posted that yesterday. And it was an influx of you know, influx of different comments and different, you know, well wishes. That is like, that's the kind of stuff that melts my heart. I like, I get a little wimpy. About the October lineup. What's the October lineup, Kim? What's happening in October? You talking about the lives or, because if y'all probably already seen them, they kind of already scheduled out. Your girl getting real good with scheduling out the content. I just want to tell y'all. Wait a minute. So I'm gonna run into just a training, right? So we ready to run into it. Hey, Priscilla, hello. Priscilla, we'll talk. We're gonna talk. All right. So let's roll into what I want to tell you guys. Some people are just only here. They're not here for the jokes. They're only here for the information. So let's get to it, right? So I know a lot of you guys, and if I say something that you can relate to, y'all know I love numbers and hearts and ones and all that good stuff, and it also helps the video. So give me that. So if you guys know, like, no matter honestly what industry that you guys are in, right, or how long that you actually been in business, for some reason pricing just seems always to be like a major issue. Like it's just common for especially newbies to have issues with pricing. I understand, I know that there is like different structures and different strategies in place, especially when you're talking about cost of goods and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, it could be a lot simpler than that, right? It really can, especially when we're talking about services and things like backdrops, right? So you can just make different kind of decisions on how you're going to package, how you're going to price, all that good stuff. But the main thing is first you got to have an idea of some things in place already before you even get to attaching numbers to place, attaching numbers to things. Otherwise, you're going to end up, one, underpricing. Give me a one if a lot of you guys have done that. I know I did in the beginning. I know I did a lot. So, you know, it's really common, especially if you don't have an idea or how much things should be, how much your time is worth, how much, you know, all of the things, the elements as far as your investment, the things that you put into making this service, providing this service, or whatever that is, right? So I want you guys, if you don't have it by now, grab a little pen and a paper, take some notes real quick, because I'm not sure if this one's going to be on the replay. So get the notes, right? That's especially with those of you guys that's having trouble with pricing or with packaging, right? So first thing, before you get to doing any of this stuff, you got to decide on what the heck is you going to sell, right? I know some of you, y'all do different stuff. Y'all do balloons, y'all do rentals, y'all do draping, y'all do florals, like y'all do it all. Your girl don't do all that. I just do draping. But you got to kind of decide on what is it that you're going to sell. Simply because there's just so many different ways that you can actually attach your prices to this. It's like different variables according to what you're selling, especially if it's a product versus a service. That's a totally different commodity, right? And it's like calculated differently. A service is more or less, like I told you guys yesterday, it's a promise. It's like, it's not something tangible. It's you pretty much selling somebody a promise. Hey, I could do this. I could deliver this. It's not something like, hey, take this book. I'm selling this book. It's not something you could touch, feel, all that good stuff, right? So you're selling a promise pretty much. And the only way that you really can determine the most accurate price point is knowing how much your time is worth, right? Knowing your hourly wage. That has a lot to do with it. Or even if it's not hourly, let's just say it's project based, right? You should have an idea, not even talking about equipment. We ain't talking about anything. We talking about your price according to for your service, for the services that you're delivering. It should be something in you that just resonates and make you feel, right? Because this is an emotion, make you feel as if, one, that you're deserving, two, that you price according to your skill set, two, how much you think you deserve or how much you think you're worth, and three, according to what your goals are. My hourly wage, I'm quite sure it's not going to be the same as someone else that do exactly what I do. Why? Because our goals may be different, right? We may make different investments. It's just so many different variables that would change that number. And that's something you kind of got to definitely take in effect. And a lot of us, especially in the beginning, we don't. We so worried about getting the client, making sure they don't leave, making sure we book, and just whatever price they give us, we like, all right, okay, I'll take it. No, I told you guys a few weeks ago, learn to say a quick no before you say a long yes. Anytime you got to hesitate behind saying yes or yeah, I'm available or yes, I'll do it, it's something in you that's telling you, no. It's something in you that's telling you you're making the wrong decision. And that relies and resonates with how much you're worth. I can't tell you how frustrated and much I wanted to cry when I would do different jobs or whatever. And, it may be like a $700 event. And I know this is like a $2,500 And in the beginning, you're like, oh yeah, let me hurry up and do it. But then you go through all the rigmarole, like, I just got played. Is somebody punking me? Is somebody punking me? So thank y'all. I love them ones. Thank you. So ultimately, it's a lot of things that take an effect other than just attaching a price tag to something. Someone asks, what's the cost of the backdrop? And once you know, like, okay, I know that's going to take me at least 3 hours, because first you got to get there, then you got to set up, and then you got to leave. That's a minimum of 3 hours. So whatever your hourly wage is, you automatically tack that on. That's an automatic. And sometimes when you guys are doing these 300, 400, your hourly wage not even in there. And I get it when you packaging things with like balloons or whatever the case may be. But by the time y'all dissect that whole package, y'all dissect it apart, you got paid like $5. I'm trying to tell you, you honestly got paid like $5. And it's like, it does something to your spirit, because ultimately, you deserve more. You just don't know how to ask for more. And you're not confident enough to attach the price that you want to say. But for some reason, you get back down like, all right, I'll take that for $400, Alex. I'm telling you, Michelle say, Monique, I'm telling you, I know, not only because I talk to so many of my tribe members that go through this all the time. I know because I've been there. I did it. I know exactly what it feels like, right? But I also know what it feels like to be properly educated and learning my value. And not even just learning my value, but just me accepting and taking ownership and walking into where I'm supposed to be. But I told y'all that, I think it was yesterday. I don't remember. I think it was yesterday. But it takes a lot of mindset work, right? A lot of mindset. And I know y'all probably like, well, what mindset got to do with pricing? Everything. It has everything to do with pricing. Being able to charge your worth. You can't get mad at people because they only willing to pay you $400 and $500. For one, you should be looking internally in yourself and saying, why do they even feel like they can say that to me? Give me a 2 if I'm making some sense over there. She's like, been there making $5. I'm trying to tell you, if I'm making some sense, give me a 2 in the comments, because it's all about the law of attraction, right? You attract what you are. Pretty much that's how it is, right? When you guys wanted to demand a higher dollar, a higher price point, whatever the case may be, y'all gotta do some work, period. Half of you guys don't even want to invest in your skill set to take it to the next level and enhance it so that you can attract the right kind of audience. So if you're not willing to do that, how are you going to get mad at Bargain Basement Betty for saying this all I got? Because you're pretty much telling other people, this all I got. Am I making sense? You are attracting what you are. But now I'm going to go back to the regular scheduled program. Y'all know how I get. So you got to decide what you're going to sell, right? Once you decide what you're going to sell, you got to start packaging them things, or like breaking those things down. Like if you're going to, let's just say, package balloons in the backdrop. You know your backdrop base, if it's basic, probably $300, $400, right? And your balloons is what? About $250. Okay, so then now you get into, for one, it's not as simple as take this $300 item, take this $250 item. All right, boom, that package is $550. I get it. It sounds like it makes sense. 1 and 1 is 2. Yeah, okay. But in order for a package to look attractive, they got to seem like they having some kind of savings, right, for making a package. Otherwise, it's not a package. It's a la carte, meaning you pay for what you want. So you start packaging things that way. And I am going to share a graphic with you guys. Y'all, it's cracking up over there. I'm going to share a graphic with you guys. Let me share my screen. And I know a lot of you guys probably actually do this already. Okay. Say share screen. There we go. Okay. Bam. Chrome has lost permission. You guys don't see my what? Come on, StreamYard. They say Chrome don't have permission to see my screen. Okay, let me fix this real fast, guys. Google Chrome screen sharing. Privacy. They play a lot. I never had this issue before. Security and privacy. Okay, let's go over here. Y'all know I got 3 screens up here, so bear with me. Security and privacy. Then it says screen recording. They play a lot. Okay. All right, I give Chrome permission. Isn't that something? All right, so we're going to try it again, but it looks like they say they're not going to be able to do it. That sucks, because it's something I want to show you guys. Give me a second. I got it. Okay, so like how you guys are packaging your services, right? You may have your small package, your medium package, your large package. And this is not for the sake of any pricing structure. This is just a visual for those that may need a visual. People like me, pretty much. So if you have your small package, pretty much is your backdrop, and let's just say a balloon arch, right? And I'm not saying it got to be $800, but I'm just doing a number up there just for referencing. So then you will go to your next package, which would be your medium package, which would include your backdrop, your balloon arch, your centerpieces, and tablescapes. Just saying. So then that's $1,200. And then you go off to the large package, which include more stuff and it costs more money. Pretty much you would do the backdrops the same exact way. So y'all name them what y'all want, because y'all come up with some slick little names. But let's just say it's a basic and premier and premium, right? So your basic, if it's basic, it would be basic. And I think the other picture I have, I'll show you guys. But it started at between $300 and $500. That's a basic backdrop, pretty much. Then you would go to your next backdrop and name it whatever you want. I would just say premium, right? Which would go from maybe five to 8 something, or like 9. Then the grandiose one, or whatever you want to call it, would be a lot more. So the same way you guys are packaging your services and all the things like this, like your parties and your wedding packages, you do your backdrops the same way. So the easiest way to do that, let me show you guys another screen. Okay, so she said, there it is. Okay, so the easiest way to do that, I'm gonna show you, and don't laugh at my graphics, y'all, because I just did this really, really fast, just for you guys, because y'all special. The easiest way to do that is, let's just say you building a portfolio, in which, I mean, anytime you're showing different packages, yeah, you should have a portfolio. People want to see what you can do. And don't have a portfolio filled with other people's stuff and a bunch of pictures from Google. That's like the worst thing you could do, and it's going to really hurt the integrity of your business. So I'm going to show you another one. And this is like, let's just say you make a portfolio, right? But you make a real looking one. This is just playing around. So just put your name up there, whatever the case may be. The prices, the ranges of your backdrops, right? And then on, let's just say on sheet 1, you have some basic backdrops on there, right? And you put the price range. So normally what I like is people, even when people come here to, I got to class them all, guys. Even when people come here and take a class, and if any of you guys took a class, mainly a private one, put a 1 in the comments if y'all know that this is what I do. I put them in front of a book, and the book is all of my designs or all of my students' designs, and I tell them to pick. I don't have time to keep figuring out designs and colors and all that stuff. I don't. I like to keep things simple, easy peasy, because it just keeps my hair black instead of, you know, keep my edges intact. So then you just will go to your next, whatever your next brand of, your next level of backdrops would be. And that would be from, let's just say 500 to 850, right? Now they can see that, ooh, okay, that look a lot better, cost a little more, but you have to feed into the psychographics of, you know, what people want, right? If I see this, man, I don't want this unless my money really funny, then yeah, I may not have a choice. But if that's not the case, you're seeing something like this, it's like, oh man, what people normally go for over the top. That's got to do with vanity to some degree, right? People want to be the ish, they want to be talked about, they want to have on, you know, put on these fantastic, fabulous events, right? So you got to show people some stuff. Otherwise, you're just sitting there asking like, all right, what you want? That's a long conversation. I don't have time for all that. I really don't. That's a long conversation. You put the stuff in front of people's face, have them pick, have them point, done deal, bam, right? Nothing really can go wrong. Then if you're taking it to the next level, doing triple panel, double panel, whatever the case may be, throw the price in there. But people are like, I want to cover up a wall. I can cover up a, you mean to tell me my wall could look like that? I won't see fire hydrants and ugly panel and, you know, the light from the window won't come through. Absolutely. So I'm not saying have it looking like this. Definitely, please have it look branded with your brand stuff. I just wanted to give you guys an idea. But the way you can kind of play people into, you know, I talk about upselling all the time. The easiest way to do that is by showing people what they could possibly have if they just come up off the purse a little bit more, right? It's just really exciting because you start off with this and they're like, oh, okay. But if it's like for an entrance, then something like this would be perfect. If it's something, like I said, an entryway or something simple, then it would be perfect. Absolutely. But it's like, you're trying to tell me this is like kind of talk of the town, right? Like, this is what I would want. It's just different. It's intricate. It's like, you mean tell me I can have them balls? I ain't seen nobody with the balls. So it gets exciting, right? And then you kind of do upselling, and you really, now what you're doing is you're selling them into a visual state, because now they can see what could possibly be at their event, period. You should kind of have an idea, and I'm not even saying follow these prices, but you should have an idea when you look at a backdrop. Once you break it down, like, you know, how whatever you put into your pricing strategy, you should have an idea, a range of where that backdrop should cost. Now, I'm not going to say give them an exact number, because maybe there is some things you got to factor in. I don't know. Maybe you got staff, or maybe all that stuff got to be factored in. I don't know. But I can immediately look at something like, oh, That's a $700 backdrop all day. A lot of you guys, y'all jump in my inbox, Precious, how much is this? I said, oh, that's $950. You can adjust it however much you want, but that's pretty much just the going rate, right? And that's pretty much how you do it as far as packaging. Keep it simple, show people what they could possibly have, and it's the emotion that gets them to cut them cards, or, not cut the cards, but to swipe them cards. It's not about, nobody wants to sit at a consultation table sitting and talking, doing a lot of talking. That's just wasting a lot of time because they can't even visually see or visually imagine what this thing could possibly look like. So one thing about this, and I actually updated my y'all know I made my little own pricing strategy, right? And I actually updated it. No, that's not it. So at first I didn't have packages in there. But now, because I know a lot of my students like the whole idea of packages, I've kind of put that in. So if anybody haven't seen this, where did it go? If you haven't seen this pricing strategy, the whole little, oh, wait a minute, here it is. Bam. Okay, so let me share my screen one more time. Something to think about and consider. Absolutely, Deborah. You always want to sell people off of emotion. It's never about the thing. They don't really care about the thing, to be truthful. They don't. They care about you got to play onto those emotional things. Wait a minute, let me share it one more time. This one. Okay, so we have updated this. Well, it's not a we because I did. And let me see if I can get it over here. That's the old one back there. So I went in and made some new stuff. Now I put the packages in, right? So let's just say, for the sake of, you're doing a basic backdrop, right? That's the one. Just basic. You just put your one in it. And let's just say you want to add some stuff. I don't know. Maybe you want some a hula hoop. I don't even think people are using hula hoops no more, baby. I don't know. But let's just say you want to add a balance, right? Bam. Okay. Now we have $375. Let's just say they want some string lights. Okay, there we go. Now I can't think of anything else they would put on there for it to be basic, but that's it. So that's why you have a range between the 3 and the 5, because they may want to add something. They may want to add some tiebacks. If you're still charging a la carte like tiebacks, then it puts the price up. So that is the reason you want to have a range, because you still always want to have opportunity to upsell. Even if they go with the basic backdrop, you could, like I said, you could upsell them on some tiebacks. You could upsell them on some uplights. Like uplights makes a big difference. It really, really does. You could upsell them on kind of like anything. But the whole purpose for having this was to eliminate the guesswork, right? So let's just say, and now since I've always kind of done packages. I just know how much it's going to cost. But let's just say, come on, picture. Take that out. Oops. Wait a minute. Okay. Take that out. Let's just take out all that. Okay, so now if you're still doing it old school way, like I still do it that way too. And let's just say you're going by layer, right? Let me take this off because it's going to keep interfering. Let's just say you're going by layer. One layer, but people don't do one layer, right? Let's say it's 3 layers. No, 2 layers. 2 layers, okay? Normally, me, I always do a balance. Let's throw a balance in there. Then your tiebacks, if you're still doing tiebacks. Then maybe, I don't know, a chandelier. Let's do a chandelier. Chandeliers is like one of the easiest upsells ever because it's an item you're always going to have. It's nothing you got to go buy, and it's a pretty pricey item. And depending upon the size of your chandelier would determine the price of it. Now, I didn't even do the chandelier one yet, but I am because somebody asked for it last time. Yeah, so everyone that's in the membership will have access to this updated one. And there's a whole bunch of other pricing stuff. We actually break stuff down. Not only this, is also the hourly rate, how to charge, how to pay your staff, things like that. It's like go a lot deeper than this. But this is like the easiest thing. It's no figuring it out. Let me see if you guys can see this. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Nope. I'm saying if I can make it larger so y'all can see it, because it looked like on the screen you can't see it. I don't know. Can you see it? You guys tell me. No. So Dina, that's when you would. Good question. So this is 10 by 10 is kind of honestly is standard, right? So normally if you're not doing 10 by 10, a standard backdrop is honestly 8. It's normally 8 feet wide. You hardly see 6 feet wide. You hardly see 10 feet wide. It's normally 8. So even if it's 8 by 12, you're still kind of in the same ballpark. But the actual strategy and how I came up with this number, unfortunately, it's in the membership. But that's just standard. So you could go up to, and if you see up here, up the top, it'll tell you. It technically can price anywhere between 12 to 20 feet per foot, especially if you're doing perimeter draping, like all around the room. So it's different ways to do it, but this is just one of the simplest ways. Even if, no matter what you have, right? Even if you do it layered or you do packaging, whatever it is, you pretty much going to always come out about the same amount. Now, if there's a substantial difference, like 14 feet, 15 feet, then yeah, you would have to adjust the numbers. And all you would do is adjust the numbers on this, and this still will give you the same exact, it would kick out the price. But that's it. If it's like anything under 12 feet, you pretty much keep the same, you pretty much keep the same formula, right? So that's how I package my backdrops, pretty much. It's just the basic one. I know instantly if it's something basic. If it's something with just 2 colors, or even now, I'll even do 3 colors because 2 colors is boring, right? So I'll still do 3 colors. To me, that's basic, because normally the stuff I do is like six colors, right? And there's a whole bunch of different textures. So that is how, and it's even something in the spreadsheet. Even if you're doing the same backdrop, but let's just say it's basic, but hey, they want that thing blitzed out. You would just go down the bottom and select the option for premium fabric. So that's how you would make it a basic backdrop more, cost more. You would, everything they're asking for as far as upselling, you give it to them. But then you charge them for it, because they're gonna try to get it. Yeah, so I didn't know how to make it bigger. I tried to do the Command Plus, I don't know. And do the view. Let me see something. Zoom. Thank you, Matt. It's still not too much bigger. Let me see. Zoom. One more time. I think I tried to do this before, and it was blurry. Okay, so at the end of the day, bottom line is this number right here. This number, once you factor in all this stuff, put in all your whatever you're going to put in, this is the number you look for. And according to how you invoice, if you just only, put the line item or whatever it is, you can go in if that's what you want to do. Put in everything that you're putting on that backdrop. I think is a little bit overkill, but your pricing strategy is your pricing strategy, pretty much. Absolutely, Addie, you got it, baby. You start basic, but unless you may not be starting basic if they know what they want. If you go in and you show them like your work, but your different pricing tiers, and you let them pick, they may not pick basic. They may pick premium, or they may pick your $800 package, right? But you still leave room. You still always want to leave room for upselling. I don't care what they pick. It's always something else that you can upsell. You can always upsell some uplights. You can always upsell some floral, the floral tie-backs. You can always upsell frames. You can always upsell chandelier. It's just so much you can upsell, right? You really can. So you always want to leave room for you to be able to upsell, because if you go in and give them everything, right? And then sometimes they try and start picking stuff apart. Like, no, well, take that out. We don't have time for that. This is a package, right? This is a package. So that's why you start at the base level so you can always build up. Any questions? Okay, so that's pretty much it. Then you another thing you want to consider is who are you marketing to, right? Who are you targeting? Because that's going to play a lot into your designs as well. If you do a lot of birthday parties, then your backdrops should resemble and look like birthday parties, right? If you do a lot of luxury weddings, that is what I should see on your pages. That is what I should see on your website, right? You can't go around targeting these luxury weddings or couples, brides, and all that, and they go and look at your stuff, and it's like NASCAR theme, and but that's like all you see. They're like, huh? Shit, nah. So you definitely have to know who are you marketing to. And if you, let's just say you started off in the parties, right? But you want to transition. Nothing is wrong with that. However, you definitely should start. They should be able to see that on your feed, meaning you have to start marketing to those people. Meaning, I don't care if you're still doing NASCAR thing. That is not something where your focus should be. Your focus should be out there doing these style shoots. A lot of you guys are killing it. I just want to tell y'all, baby, y'all are killing it with these style shoots. So you want to be out there doing style shoots, doing whatever you can do to ultimately get that kind of work onto your pages. If you have to go and do a joint venture partnership, if you have to go and do a collaboration, whatever it is, you need access to some photos, which is social proof that you can do what I need you to do. We not gonna sit here and talk about it. I want to see the social proof that you can do it. So that's pretty much that's a big part, like really knowing your ideal client. Even if it's changing, because it can shift. I'm currently in a shift with my ideal clients. It can shift, but once it shifts, you have to make all the necessary changes. And that's going to be everything as far as your language, your branding, your services, your pricing points, your marketing schemes. Everything needs to change according to the adjustment. Otherwise, your people going to be confused, and a confused buyer don't buy. A confused buyer leave your website fast, because that's what happens, right? So when you're creating packages, right? You want to create packages for your services. You could create packages for your products. You could create packages for anything that you want to sell simplistic, in a simple way. If you want to do it the long way, putting all them line items in, totally fine, but it's just take a lot of time. But one thing about it is, it's a good way for you to start knowing almost instantly how much something's going to cost. Even like same thing I teach even when we're doing draping, I go all the way back to the I don't care how advanced you are. And I have a lot of advanced people in my classes. We still go back to the beginning because it's so much that they have missed or maybe didn't retain. And they're like, I can't believe, and it's just a simple stuff that really makes a big difference in your draping. So we always go back to the beginning, right? Because that's how they're going to be able to train their eye instantly. And it's funny because once you're able to train your eye to things like that, you'll instantly look at other people's work and know that, you'll just know that either they didn't do the puddles right, or they didn't measure out their fabric, or they didn't pleat using a specific technique, or whatever it is. You'll know, your eyes will know. So that's why it's important with really knowing the foundational stuff, really knowing the basic stuff. So again, even if you're going through the old school way, like really knowing all the line items, that's a good way to just really remember how much stuff costs, right? So you don't ever want to have to go back and like, oh, I'm gonna get back to you. Like that's the worst thing. I hate when I get that kind of answer. I'm like, you don't know? Or when they say, well, how much you want to pay? What? How much I want to pay? That's the worst answer ever. And it always makes you show up not looking like the professional. It's like, no, you should be very confident and know exactly what the price of your services or your products are, period. And you should be able to say them in such a way that you're like, yeah, that's what it is. So any questions? I told y'all it was going to be short. It was going to be basic. It was going to be simple. That's the simple way I do it. That's also even when I first created this this whole little pricing course thing, I still went back to this because that's how I was able to just, now I know what my package range is. And now I know kind of where my backdrops fall, right? Even though it's different kinds, but I'm like, all right, I know that that's basic. I know that that's premium. I know that that's double panel, double layer, whatever. This fly, I know that that's all that stuff. So that's all I have, guys. I did tell you guys that I was going to give you an amazing special tonight. I have brung back out the pricing course, and they always get me. And I took it out of archive, but it's only out of archive until tomorrow. And it's 65% off. And the price is, the course is normally $97. So at 65% off, I think it takes it to like $34. So if that is something that you guys are looking for, you could, all you have to do is put in the word package and the code and the code, apply code thing, right? Put in package, and bam, you have the whole pricing course. Now, this is not just this is only the spreadsheet. The course itself, I think it has like maybe 6 units or 6 steps. It may have about 6 steps in it. And along with this, and along with the hourly calculator, and what else is in there? I believe that that's all that's in there, but it's only $34, and you will always be able to have it, and you can train yourself in knowing how much your backdrops cost. Your backdrops should not be, they shouldn't, be copied from someone else's pricing structure, because your business is different from someone else's business. It should be kind of close. It depends, because it's so many different variables in there, right? It's so many different variables, but this is a good way for you to be able to do it. So here is the link for anyone that is looking for it. And again, that code is only good until midnight. And then it's going back. It's going back and archive. And everyone that already had access to it, like anyone that had it previously, you automatically get the updated sheet. And I think it's a few other things in there I changed. I was in there yesterday. So you automatically get the updated sheet, and it was like one other thing that I had put in there. So let me see. Let me get this link. Any questions? Yes, Dina, this is a part of the membership. Actually, it launches module 5, unit 5. The whole unit is dealing with a lot of things with pricing, because it is it's a little more than just that. But wait a minute. Get cold. Here we go. Thank you, ladies. Here is the link. Use code package, and it'll automatically go down to, it's like 34 or something like that. So grab it while you guys can, because it goes back in archive tomorrow. But so many of you guys was talking about pricing, like how much, and I just kept getting so many DMs. How much is this? How much is that? So you can figure it out on your own now. I know some of you too, you was like, I can't charge that much. I'm like, why can't you? And I don't know why you felt like you couldn't, but I don't know, maybe it's did it go up? Dina, tell me if it went up, because it's showing the error on my end. Hey, Belinda, I'm trying to tell you, my whole goal is to try and make, okay, thank you, Monica. My whole goal is to try and make things simple for you guys. I know how I was in the beginning, and I didn't know how to price either. I really it took me a while, because, people tell you different things, and you kind of got to figure it out on your own. And like I told you guys, I had to figure out, what my hourly wage was. I had to look at all the investments I was making in my business. I had to, all that stuff plays a part. I had to look at, if I was paying helpers, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So this will really help you guys kind of dummy that down. So and even if you are using like staff, setup, breakdown, delivery, all that is in here. And then it even has some extra spaces where maybe it's something I didn't put in there. You can put it in, and the formula is already available for you. You just put in the item, and you put in the cost, and that's it. And it'll be yours. So no, Addie, don't buy this. If you'll have access to this. So anyone that's in the membership, do not buy this. anyone that is that purchased the all-inclusive draping course, anyone that purchased the all-inclusive one, do not buy this because you already had it in the membership. Because if you get the all-inclusive draping class, that comes with the 12-month membership program, which is a ton of videos that is not, even if you come to class, the videos is it's just more valuable because it's so much. I don't cover no tent draping in class. I can't. It's a one-day class, right? I focus on skills. But like a lot of you guys wanted to do the ceiling draping, wanted to do the outside draping, wanted to do the tent draping. So all of that is in the program. So if you are in the program, the pricing is, that's another one as well. It's module unit 5. So don't get that. But anyone that's not, and maybe you may drape amazingly well already, right? But you're just a little confused on the pricing part. This is perfect for you. $34 solution. You'll have it for the rest of your life. Okay, ladies, if there are no other questions, I want to say I thank you guys for being here with me tonight again. And I will be here next week. Next week is, I gotta look at my content thing. So I made a decision. Remember, if you guys remember, yesterday I said when I did the Tuesday thing, normally Tuesdays is like a pre-recorded video, but moving forward, I am going to go live because I just like live is just fun. It's a lot more fun. So next Tuesday I will be here, but that's in the afternoon. That's at 12, and then I also will be here for Wednesday Partial Late Night Biz at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let me see what next week's. Let me tell y'all what the topics are. Okay, so wait a minute. Next week is different ways. Okay, so it's different ways to charge for your services. This is something different too. And then it's talking about when I know it's time to make changes in my business. Ooh, that's a good one for me because and maybe it'll be a good one for you guys too, because some of you guys are right at the brink and not really sure and where to go, what to do, any of that good stuff, right? So it's 4 things I pay attention to when I know it's time to make some changes in my business, baby. It's time to make some changes to my business practices, like my how I run my business, my SOPs, whatever that is. It's 4 different things. So join me next Tuesday to talk about that. Gladys. Right, that's why I like doing it, because it's a good exchange. So Gladys, anyone that is interested in getting into the online draping program, it is www.learnpremiumdraping.com. And let's just say, oh, that one came up funny. Okay, so Cheryl, I'm not sure what happened because someone else has said it came up. Monica, in the draping program, if you can't be at 77%, baby, because it's only at unit 4 and it's 12 units and it's a new unit every month. So you're probably at 77% in that module or in that unit. But no one is. It's only been out for 4 months now, so we're on unit 4. But it's 12 whole units because it's 12 whole months. It's a lot of stuff in there. I'm trying to tell y'all all that stuff y'all been asking me. I said, we gonna make something work with this. So it's pretty lengthy, it's pretty long, but it has all of the answers in there, like, well, it's all 9. All 9. Cindy, our meeting is the 23rd. It's October the 23rd. That's for everyone that is in Planning to Profit. If you are in there and haven't accessed your new modules, please do so, because I am doing mine. That's probably why I'm talking about some of the stuff I'm talking about, because we're doing a business cleanup, right? Getting rid of a bunch of stuff and adding the things that we need. So that's what we're on. So our call, Cindy, is October the 23rd. You will get an email. And that's all I have, guys. I want to thank you for joining me. If any of you guys, like I said, is looking for the pricing course, it'll only be from the archive tonight only. It goes right back in there automatically, thank God, because I will forget. It does that automatically at midnight Eastern time. So be sure to go ahead and grab it while it's 65% off, and it's yours. Anyone is interested in learning draping, but you cannot attend any of the 15 cities that we are coming to, right? The online program is amazing. It's simply amazing. It's very thorough. It's amazing. And it's constantly being tweaked and constantly being added and updated. So I'm excited about that. And if you guys don't know, the tour is on. Thank you, Addie, baby. The tour is on. We are headed to 15 different cities, all by mid-February. And if y'all don't know, it may be one lucky lady in here tonight, and I think she's still here, that possibly have taken my last spot for Detroit. Detroit was not playing. I just want to tell y'all that. Detroit came through popping, like, hold my spot. So that is the link for anyone that's trying to see what cities that we are coming to. We are trying to add possibly November the 20th class for Florida. It's going to be either Orlando or Tampa. So I put that in the group. If any of you are interested, because I would love to go to Florida. I'm actually going to Florida next week. If any of you guys are interested in possibly attending that class, send me a message, right? So we can get you in there, so we could get the class scheduled. So many people have been, that's it, Felicia. I'll be in Florida possibly, right? So many people ask about it. I'll be in there possibly November the 20th. That is right after we return from Houston, Texas. Monica, you're going to be in there. Miss Rosie, you're going to be in there too. I can't wait to see you, Miss Rosie. So Felicia, I'll be in Florida November the 20th. Yeah, you in Florida? Okay, Monica, come on with it. Monica, come on through. I can't wait to go to Florida. That would be amazing. We were supposed to go to, okay, thank you, Cheryl. See that you got it. We were supposed to go to Florida, was it January of this year? I don't know what happened. And we ended up going to Savannah. So you guys let me know about Florida so I could get on and cracking. I already have like some solidified locations. I just need to know who trying to come. And I will see you guys there. Hey, Blondie. That's all I got, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you guys next week. And whoever take advantage of the course, thank you for the support. Those of you that follow me on YouTube, I so appreciate you guys showing the love that you guys show. I love the comments. I love you guys interacting with the channel. It takes nothing to hit a like button and a subscribe. Trust and believe, it really does help the channel. You guys have really helped my channel grow immensely in such a little amount of time. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We've been really pushing out some new content, so I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope y'all excited. So if it's something you're looking for and specific, let me know. Drop it in one of the comments on the videos, and then what I always do is take those requests, put it up on my my little board here, and I create a video for you guys. Bam! Tell me if that ain't where it's at. All right, guys, I gotta go. Take care, Miss Rosie. See you, Mary. Oh, Mary, it would be so nice to see you again. I saw you in Vegas when we was presenting at Wedding MBA. Thank you, Dina. I appreciate you. All right, ladies, I gotta go. Have an amazing midweek. Bye, guys.